QRZ to 1296 Bozo Net K6MYC.
KC5DTU 712.
Oh, you're out there freezing your butt off, aren't you?
K6BBG 971.
I just tried my heater. I didn't get enough solar today.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bet it is cold there. Let me get the antenna rotated here in the right direction. Anyway, I'm copying you, Kerry, and didn't hear from you today, but I guess you're busy Thursday. I'm going to be in town. No worries. I've got other things to do, and then we'll probably be on sometime the following week for something, maybe hearing related. Anyway, good to hear you. And I guess our Tennessee guy is going to win that election, thank goodness. Boy, I was afraid that one would get turned around the wrong way. It looks like he's going to be okay in Tennessee there. KC5DTU, and then up to you, Dave. I hear you, 971, K6MYC.
Okay, Michael. Well, I think if you're going to be in town next week, let's try and do something then. As I said, Laura, while I was at physical therapy, my regular primary care called and said I was due for a Roto-Rooter job, and Laura scheduled me, and that's where I'm going Thursday.
I certainly bet you're excited about that, you know.
Yeah, it's been it was due last year, and he discovered that they hadn't called me, so I guess I better go.
I think the last time I went, the guy told me I never have to come back. He pronounced it free and clear. Over.
Well, that's a good thing. But anyhow, I just tried my heater. It cycled through. I'm gonna have to try and get out tomorrow and make sure everything's clean and working, and try and boost my batteries here.
Your own internal batteries, or in the what?
The ones on my solar system.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck with that. Frank had some car trouble. He couldn't get here today, and he won't be here tomorrow, as he thought he would be. Tomorrow he's got his toilet day, so he's got to be home for that, but he should be here Thursday. And maybe we'll get back online with our batteries. I'm tired of paying PG&E 65 cents a kilowatt hour. Anyway, Dave, up to you. And I'm sure you're hearing Kerry there. K6VBG, K6MYC.
And out the coal.
I'm sorry, I doubled you. You're going to get out of here. Go ahead, but hang on just a second. Dave may want to say hi to you there. K6VBG, go ahead, Dave. K6MYC.
Hi, Gary, how you doing? Happy holidays and so on and so forth. Yeah, Mikey, it's not happening up here. Just freezing to death and still figuring it out.
Yes, it's cool. The fog doesn't make it any better because it just it puts the cold on you and then it lets it sink in. Yeah, it's not fun. This is not my favorite time of the year when it's foggy. But we've had I can't complain. In the last 4 or 5 days, we've had 2 days that were pretty sunny, but today it never came out at all. It was just overcast and pretty dark all day.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah. I think the coldest I've ever been in my lifetime was 55 degrees at Catalina in the fog. And it was just...
Good evening, Mike and Kerry. Thanks for coming out, carrying all the coal, KM6SRR.
You're not hearing Dave, I guess, Rob.
No, not at all.
Well, he was talking, but he was just about done anyway. He was just saying he's about as cold as he'd ever been in this foggy, cold air. Kerry, good evening to you. Get in the house quickly there. KC5DTU for a final before you freeze your lips to the mic, K6MYC.
Roger, Roger. Thanks, Michael. And hello, Dave, and good to hear you. And Rob, same toward you. But for my batteries, with this fog and the cloud cover, not charged up enough to run my heater, so I'm going to get out of here.
Okay, that sounds good. Maybe you need to pipe a little electrical out there for these times.
I got to pipe something out here.
Thanks for breathing, suffering over the consequences of coming out.
Roger, Roger. 73s. I'm going to go QRT.
Yep, good evening, and I think we're going to be okay with the election in Tennessee. That's a good thing. That's the only one I was really sweating today. The rest of the stuff is Falderah. Good night, Kerry. Say hi to Laura. KC5D to you down there in South Clovis, even though it's cold in South Clovis, K6MYC. Okay. Anyway, Rob, good to have you. I just nibbled on one of your chocolate chip cookies, or one of your sister's chip cookies on the way out here. I snuck one out of the bag without anybody looking, and I walked out the door very quickly so they couldn't see me eating it.
I was guessing you were going to do that. That's why I passed them on to Judy first.
Yeah, well, I told her, don't take them in the kitchen. They'll be gone before I get home. I get back from the net here.
All right, well, got to have those chocolate chip cookies.
So at least I got one before they disappear. Anyway, thanks for coming over, and it was good to see you. Even though it was, you got warmed up a little bit. I had a nice warm fire for you, at least.
Yep, I'm still got fond memories of that. Right now, I'm wrapped up in a blanket here. We got to get my flues clean before I can start any fires.
Okay. All righty. Well, let's see who else is in here.
K6USY.
K6USY is in here. Good evening. I'm pointed down your way, but not optimized for you. Good evening, Aaron.
Yeah, you're, I don't know if your amp is going or you just got me in a weird spot or whatever, because Rob is S9 and you're like S2. So I don't know what's going on. When I connected to your radio, the radio in the barn was on 2 meters. Which I thought was interesting. So might want to just double check that everything is in the right spot. Yeah, it looks like you're pointed this direction, and my signal came up a bit. So I don't know. Maybe the fog is sucking up all the signal. K6USY, 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Yeah. I meant to have the antenna toward the Atascadero, but I didn't quite get it far enough. And of course, when I got past the mountain, then you came up. In any case, no, you're strong now. Everything's fine here. When you first came in, the antenna, the radio was set to 1296. I said it earlier today. I was in here about 1 o'clock or so. So since at least 1 o'clock this afternoon, it was set on 1296.
No, it was on 2 meters when I connected, and so I moved you over. But you moved around the pile of dirt, and your signal came right up. So, as I said, probably a little bit of an inversion layer, and because usually on this band I can hear you in any direction, but we might have some wet clouds out there sucking up all the signal.
Oh, the fog does really strange things, and you're right. I remember turning everything on in the shack, but I didn't switch the radio. I normally do that, so I'm all ready to go and everything's tested, but I didn't do that today. I just came out and turned everything on, not to warm it up, but just so I don't have to go through the routine. But I didn't have the preamp on, and I did not have it, like you say, on 1296, so you fixed it. Okay, now I'm pointed toward Atascadero, but he isn't going to hear me down there. Rob, you might want to give a call. I was hoping we would have Bill or Mike in here. WA6AAJ or Alpha 6 Sugar. Are either one of yous in here? were all you guys?
Yeah, I haven't heard AJ or Bill yet, so might be I might be down here all by myself.
Well, you may be. You work him, don't you, on 1296, don't you?
I can work Bill, but I can't work over to Atascadero. My antenna's pointed at you and not the other direction. I'm sure I could probably work him if I was pointed the other direction.
Okay, you don't have a rotor there yet. Okay. Well, maybe Rob can give one call and see if we can get him. I don't know. I think Rob gets to him quite frequently. You want to try it, Rob, with your power?
Okay, yeah, I don't have real good power here. I got some issues with the 1296. But W6QUI, Ron, are you on tonight? W6QUI for the 1296 Bozo Net. This is KM6SR with K6MYC. Standing by. I'm not hearing anything, Mike, but I don't know if I'm pointing exactly right. This is the one that's all goofed up.
Yeah, well, I'm pointed right for him, but again, I don't know with the fog and everything. It could be either good or it could be bad or it could be no change. I normally don't hear him, but we haven't tried with him with the fog as heavy as it is. You would think if I was in the fog bank, I would get through to him. W6QUI, K6MYC, over. Well, I'm not hearing anything, so I guess we don't have anybody in Santa Cruz either. Tom, of course, is in Europe somewhere, so I guess we're going to have to go right up into the Bay Area. It's going to be a quick net tonight, I'll tell you.
Yep, seems like it, I guess.
Well, we got 4 or 5 people in here so far. Let's see, I've got myself, I've got Kerry, I've got Dave, you and Candy, and Aaron, and what's the matter with me?
Brittany, so that should be,
7.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, start counting your toes.
Well, we got 3 toes left. Let's see what we can do here. I'll head up to the Bay Area.
Yeah, you guys doubled, but I heard you, Rob. Yeah, your system might not be working, but you're coming in like a ton of bricks down here, Rob.
Okay, well, maybe I'm pointing that way. That'd be good.
Okay, well, here we are up into the Bay Area, and I'll give a call out to KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo. He's usually the first one in here from the Bay Area. KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo, KD6SOK. How about it, Fred? K6MYC and the 1296 Bozo Net, such as it is. Over. KD6SOK, K6MYC. Over.
Oh, good evening, Mike. This is Fred, K86SOK. I hear you fine, Mike. I hear you just fine. How am I coming in, Mike?
Yeah, okay. Well, you must have doubled with me. I thought I heard the click of the last half of a syllable at the end there, so you must have doubled. I probably carried on calling you more longer than I needed to. Hi. Anyway, good to hear you, and I imagine it's pretty chilly over there in Cupertino. Over.
It's freezing, Mike. It's really cold. I got the heater on. It's going to be another very cold night. It feels like it's going to go into the mid-30s again. God, it was foggy all day long, and, the wind chill is really pumping. And it's cold right now. California, this is cold. I mean, being down in the lowlands out in the mountains.
Okay, yeah, cold here, too. I think we've probably been in the 30s and the 40s. Might have got into the 50s today, but I doubt it because we've got heavy overcast and essentially fog we're either in the clouds. Later this afternoon, we looked out. We couldn't see the barn, which is about 150 feet from the house. So it's pretty bad. Anyway, good to hear you, Fred. Thanks for checking in here. Imagine you got you're pretty warm. You're in the house, so you're not out in the barn or something where you can freeze, right?
That's correct. Yeah, I don't have a barn outside. But if I did have a barn outside, I'd probably have a propane heater in there just to stay warm. But yeah, if you can't see your barn 150 feet away, that's pretty serious fog. That's really something. Anyway, good to hear you, Mike. You sound great. KD6 SLK.
And I don't think anybody else is hearing, but I'll check. We're missing a couple of people here that could hear you. Anybody copying Fred over there in Cupertino? K6MYC, Bozo Net 47. Well, I don't hear anybody, so let's see if we can hear Jim in here tonight. Jim, WB6JNN. I wonder if the cold weather's doing us any good here. WB6JNN, K6MYC. Oh, boy. Jim's cold. He doesn't want to go in the garage either. How about W6PQL, W6 Papa Queen London? Over, Jim? Well, see, we're way ahead of schedule here. We don't normally get up your way this quick.
Kilowatt 6, Whiskey India Sierra.
Okay, I hear you, Paul. Give me a little more chatter. I'll see where the peak is tonight. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Good evening. Strong signals tonight. Here, peaking S6 here, 5x5 to 5x6. Excellent bounce path signals. How do you copy me? K6MYC in the group. Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar near Placerville. Over.
Yeah, plenty of signal from you, Paul. Good signal. K6 WIS, K6MYC. I peeked on you a little bit. I went back where I was pointed for Fred. You seem to be coming off of Umanum in that area, Loma Prieta and Umanum, rather opposed to Vacaville or Mount Vaca or Diablo. So it's all south again tonight. Anyway, you're sounding good. I assume you're the only one in here, but did you get any other check-ins? Did you hear anybody else? Over?
Negative on the relays. No relays. Just myself. Over.
Okay, very good. I imagine that's pretty darn cold up in Placerville. You must be close to freezing up there, right?
Well, Monday morning I had to scrape ice off the windshield of my car to commute down to the Bay Area. So, yeah, that was below freezing briefly on Monday morning. Right now, let's see, probably about low 40s right now. We're not in the 30s yet, over.
Well, if you're in the 40s, you're in good shape. I think we're every bit of no much more. We are certainly got to be in the 40s here. I'm guessing by the chill. Very foggy too. We're we're in the clouds. You're above the clouds, which helps a little bit. But we're in the clouds here, so it's very foggy in the valley, and very foggy here at the house. We couldn't see the barn from the house, which is a 150-foot run. So it's very foggy here. Anyway, good to hear you. Stand by. Maybe you can help me with the other guys. I'm hoping we have KJ6KFB in here tonight. I also hope to hear GR6MR, who has supposedly fixed and now got his power back up to 50 watts or so. So we're hoping for a contact, good solid contact with John, and then that's about it. There's nobody going to be on from Nevada. Apparently, Daniel still doesn't have his 1296 antenna system fixed. Probably in the next couple of weeks, he'll get that repaired or up or whatever it is that he's got off. So it's just you and the two others there. Well, we got N6RO yet. So we'll go over and see if we can get Ken in here. I'm still pointed in the Bay Area, so I'm looking for W6PQL or WB6JNN. Anybody? Pretty sure we got a signal over there. If I get to Cupertino, I know I'm getting into the rest of the area. And let's see, who else would be over there? K6KL. Oh my, he should be on. Oh, there's somebody. Keep calling, I'll find you. Keep calling, go ahead. W6PQL, we hear you. We've got you, I think, good enough for sideband here. Conditions are not real good tonight. W6PQL, how copy on sideband, the K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Actually, when you called me the first time, I was going to answer, but I immediately got a load fail and realized that when I had done some testing on what I was working on, I used my 600-watt system to do that. I forgot to put the antenna back up, so immediately load failed, and I had going directly into the back of the amplifier, and that connector is already disconnected. And connectors can be notorious for that, especially on the bigger cover. But all back together and working, K6MYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, boy, terrible conditions. You're here all over the place, up and down like a roller coaster here. I'm getting everything Q5, but very difficult with the QSB, and I was going back and forth, trying to find you. And with that QSB like that, it's hard to find a peak. I get multiple peaks, and they're really not. They're just your QSB going up and down. Anyway, why don't you make a call? Make a call and see if anybody else is on frequency up there, Jim. Please make a call and see if there's anybody else. W6PQL, make a call, K6MYC.
I guess only direct heading is working. 73s for now. I'm going to go up frequency and get Santa Barbara, and I'll send you some CW if I connect with him. NYCW6PQL.
Make a call for anybody I can't hear. Make a call. We should have J&N. We do have SOK, but I don't hear J&N, and I don't hear Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, over.
Okay, leave the antenna where you've got it. Don't move the antenna. I've got to move mine. I'll be back in a second. Jim, you're loud real quick.
Roger. I'll stand by.
Mike, I'm not hearing anybody else in the Bay Area, over. Nobody else in the Bay Area, Mike. Nobody else in the Bay Area right now. K6NYC, W6PQL, Bay Area.
Okay, Roger. We'll come back your way and see if you work 52 there. 73s for now. 73s. The fog is really destroying the path here tonight. We're in heavy fog here. W6PQL. Thank you, Jim. K6MYC going up to N6RO.
All righty. Catch you later.
N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC.
Oh, you're so loud. K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. I was hearing Jim, when I pointed at him, he was almost S9, and I could still sort of hear you, and when I point to you, you're S9, so it must be a narrow band that I got from some company down your way. Anyway, high temperature today was 51. Dinner was leftover Mexican turkey, which was very tasty, but a little bit warm for me. It's hot, I should say. What else? We're still holding on to 5th place in the multi category in the CW contest. And I just heard from my other 160 operator, we're going to do a multi-single in the 160 CW. And that's the news as I see it from this vantage point, N6RO.
Okay, very good. Hanging on to 5th place, and that's 5th place in the world, right?
No, we're about 27 or so in the world. The Europeans dominate this. But in North America, we're number 5.
Yeah, okay. Well, you beat K0RF, though, huh?
West of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you beat K0RF, though, huh?
Yeah, that was an unusual occurrence. They have a geographical advantage and an antenna advantage. But Chuck was in a car accident, and his leadership was not there during the contest, particularly on the low bands. I beat him on both the 160 and 80, which is very unusual. So they had all sorts of technical problems, and Chuck was hurt. He's back in the hospital now. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, boy. What was, how did he get hurt? What was hurt?
Oh, he was in a car wreck, head-on car wreck. And he could have been killed, but he essentially survived, but he had a very bad laceration on one of his legs, and it got infected, and so he's back in the hospital right now. So we're hoping he has a good recovery.
Yeah, that's for sure. Bad laceration over something, but I missed the word.
Over his leg or ankle.
Oh, really? Got jammed into the pedals and stuff in the car there. Okay. Wow, that's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. I guess there's been a lot of accidents. A couple of them that should have been prevented. Another bad accident killed a couple of people, I guess, in Washington or Oregon. One of those California drivers without a license, with one of those California trucker licenses. So an illegal alien killed a newlywed pair that were up in Oregon, which is a shame. Again, kind of useless stuff. Anyway, there's a lot of that, unfortunately. All right. 7-3 for tonight, Ken. The audio is beautiful. We're copying just fine, except for that one word. I didn't get the word leg. And I was thinking maybe on the head somewhere, where he slammed forward into the steering wheel or something. Anyway, we'll pray for his speedy recovery, and hopefully the infection will be contained. That's weird to have an infection come up after he's already been in a hospital once. Unless he somehow got into something bad at home. They usually get you pretty well bandaged up and antibiotic to an nth degree there. Take care, Ken, and we'll see you tomorrow on 2 meters. N6 Radio Oscar. Let's see it. Wait a minute. Let me just see if Rob is copying you. Robbie's got such a good signal. How are you doing with Ken tonight?
I'm hearing him a little bit, but I doubt if he's hearing me. N6RO, KM6SRR.
Yeah, Rob. You're Q5, S1, but I hear you pretty good.
Okay, good. That's unusual. Thanks for being there.
Yeah, see ya.
Okay, very good. Well, that's good. I'm glad that he made it. The fog is taking you way down in signal strength all of a sudden, but still very Q5, but good signal. 7-3, and we'll see you. Thanks for being here. N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC.
Yeah, there's a slow QSB over about 7 S units. I mean, you peaked as high as S8 or 9 and down to 2 and back up. We have the Thule fog finally broke at midday today. We had about 2 hours of sun, and then by 3 o'clock it came back in. So I suspect we're in the winter season. N6RO, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess you could call it winter. We better call it winter. I hope it doesn't get any colder. This cold, wet fog is really horrible. It's almost better to be dry and crisp and frost on everything, but drier. Okay, see you tomorrow. N6, okay, on your temperature there, you were warmer than we were today. I don't think we even saw 50. If we saw 50, it was fleeting. No sun whatsoever today. So you got the sun and we didn't. And your daily temperature was up 1 degree from yesterday. So you're warming up like hell. It's hell frozen over. See you later. N6RO, okay, 6MYC.
Yeah, it was 46 until the sun came out.
Yeah, okay. So the sun helped. That's good. All right, I'll head toward Sacramento and see if we can pull out a couple of stations up that way. Thank you, Ken. N6 Radio Ocean, K6MYC, going to Sacramento.
Nighty night.
Nighty night. Okay, let's try this. KJ6KFB, KJ6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo, KJ6KFB, K6MYC, calling and listening. KJ6KFB, KJ6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo, K6MYC, over. I'm coming back and forth across you. KJ6KFB, KJ6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo, K6MYC, over. One last call. I'm sure that I would have gotten you by now. KJ6KFB, K6MYC, calling and listening. Okay, nothing there. Let's go up for... Let's go up here. This should be pretty close to KR6MR. KR6MR. KR6MR, K6MYC, calling and listening.
Oh, my goodness, Mike, what a signal. K6MYC in the group, KR6MR, Bozo 759. How copy, over?
Wonderful. You're Q5. So all that work with the tower paid off, and it's also good to have some fog. Are you in the fog up there, too?
No fog. It's like
I didn't get your answer. It was too quick, and you were in a fade. Are you in the fog also? Are you in the fog up there, John? Over. It was good while it lasted. Probably the massive QSB, I'm guessing here. You were very strong at first there. KR6MR, KR6MR 759, K6MYC. Try it again, try it again. this should be where I would be normally pointing for you. And I heard you come back, but it only lasted a third of a second here. I heard one word. So I'll say 73s, John, but thank you for being there. And I'm glad that at least we have the potential for getting good conditions. I think the fog is blocking us. I think you're in and out of the fog, and we're getting propagation in the fog, and then we're out of it and we lose it. 73, KR6MR, Meadow Vista, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, your copy again. We got your 73. We'll see you tomorrow on 2 meters. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, at least it's coming in where you should be. I'm pointed right where you would normally peak. Good signal that time. Perfect copy, and we'll see you tomorrow, John. Have you heard anything from Darren? Any signals from Darren?
No, I've not heard him. I just got up to the shack. It's going to late tonight.
Okay, Paul is here also. So you might give Paul a call and see if he can hear you. I'll stand by. Give Paul a call. K6WIS if he's in there. KR6MR with K6WIS for a check. K6MYC. I'm hearing bits and pieces, Rob, but I don't think Paul's talking to him. I'm not sure. Anyway, I think we'll go back to the area, the Bay Area, and make one more call for late checks or missed and see if anybody shows up. Otherwise, I think we're done, Rob. Okay.
Yeah, spin your antenna around to Mike. Over.
Say it again. I doubled with you. Say it again. I didn't get it, John. Say it again.
Okay. KR6MR. Paul is here. Try calling Paul. Over.
Roger. Go ahead. You keep calling Paul. I'm in a QRT here in your direction, and I'll go back to the Bay Area. We're missing a lot of people in the Bay Area. 7373. See you tomorrow. KR6MR, K6WIS, K6MYC will be clear and going toward the Bay Area.
Roger, Mike. Clear, going to the Bay Area. 711. KR6.
711. Good evening, John.
Evening. Everything's great here.
What did you say? It's cold there?
Yeah, it's cold. Everything's good here. Made a few contacts on the air, but just hanging around the radio room.
Okay. Were you hearing anything from John up there in Meadow Vista?
No, I've got the beam pointed towards you.
Okay. Well, he's up that way. He's up towards Sacramento, so I'm not too far off of that heading. Anyway, I'm going back to the Bay Area. We did get two stations in the Bay Area. We heard KD6SOK, and we heard Jim W6PQL, but we also need to connect one more time with Jim W6PQL and see if he worked Steve down there in Santa Barbara, number 52. So I'm going to be pointed toward the Bay Area for a couple minutes here, John. Over.
Very good.
Hey, good evening, John. K6MI, KM6SRR.
Hi, Rob. Good to hear you.
Yep, you're sounding good. My system here sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. I never know what to expect.
Yeah, you're not too strong tonight.
Yeah, I'm still pointed up towards Nevada, I think.
Okay, I peeked on you just a little bit.
Hey, Mike, doesn't anybody up in Nevada have 1296 up?
Nobody's got anything up at the moment.
Okay, QSL.
I asked Daniel last night, and he said negative. Okay, I hear Jim in there, W6PQL. What do you got, Jim?
I got nobody. I saw a very weak trace, but I don't think it was Steve. It may have been Ralph trying to come in at the tail end of things, but no contact tonight.
Nobody, no Ralph and no 52. Okay.
No, I couldn't pull anybody out. I saw a weak trace just one time over a 10-minute period, and that was it.
Okay, well, you're pretty good now. I did get pretty good signals from John, KR6MR. He's improved his station. He found, I don't know what he found. He doesn't know exactly what he found, but all of a sudden he's back up to 50 watts, so that helps a little bit, giving him a little bit more consistency from the 10 to 15 that he had. Anyway, okay, on no other contacts, and I guess we haven't heard KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie or K6 KLY or anybody else in the Bay Area, right?
No, nobody yet. They'd certainly hear you because your signal is good right now. If they were here, they would certainly hear you, Mike. 73s, we'll look for you tomorrow. K6NYC, W6CQL.
Roger, 7-3. Very light, but could copy. 7-3, K6MYC. I think we're done. Rob, I'm going to make a count.
K6W. Okay, hang on.
Hang on, K6WIS. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, K6NYC, this is K6WIS. Mike, and the best I got you was maybe a Q2. A Q1 to a Q2. Very, very faint signals, over.
Yeah, you were detectable as well, but not readable. Detectable, but not readable as well on the direct path. Thank you for that, Paul. Thanks again, 7-3. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow night on 2 meters. It should be better. Hi. K6WIS, K6MYC, beaming the Bay Area. Okay, Rob, what do you got? About 12?
Yeah, I've got 13.
Okay, I'll take it in, and if Judy has anything different, we'll shoot a picture to you in a little while there. Otherwise, I'm going to get out of the cold here. And you're probably doing the same, get down there with in front of the fireplace.
Yeah, I didn't get the flues cleaned out, so I'll have to get my blankie over me.
There you go. Aaron, 73 to you. Thanks for being in there this evening. John, good to hear you as well. K6MI, K6USY, KM6SRR, K6MYC will be clear. And I'm going to close the net here. K6MYC Bozo Net, 1296. K6MYC Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo Bozo 47, closing the 1296 net on December 2, 2025. Good night, all.
Good night, Mike. K6MYC, KM6SR, 73.
7-3.
And good night, Aaron and John, K6USY and K6MI.
73.